Hello humans, welcome back to Michigan Farms. You can see that we are pulling our total mixed ration mixer here, and we have TMR in it, which is great. At the end of the last episode, we were unable to figure out what we were going to do to get the chaff out of there, and I remembered we have our fermenting silo. So we have unloaded a little bit of the chaff, which turned our mixture into total mixed ration. So we are going to start to unload our TMR here for our cows and see how much they will take. So no capacity, which means that our cows have total mixed ration, they have hay, and they are completely full. They're doing good on straw, productivity up at 100. We are doing a really good job here. So we're going to get this pulled back out, parked over with our other cow equipment. If that bale will let us. Caused some issue on the way in. Caused a little bit of issue on the way out. Alright, well, we are going to go ahead and get this dropped off here and see what else we can work on today. So let's go ahead and jump in and check out our fields. So none of our fields here are ready to do anything with in terms of harvesting, but if we look, you can see we've got some weeds over in field 29, it looks like. We've got where's the fertilizer? There we go. So we do also need to fertilize all of our fields as well. So let's go ahead and go find our fertilizer spreader, pick that up, and start to get some of these fields fertilized. I want to go ahead and take care of this grass field here first. We want to make sure that that grass is as productive as possible. There it is. Because we are going to be continuing to cut that grass, turn it into hay so that we can use those hay bales in our TMR. So we want to make sure that that grass field is as fertilized as possible. So we're going to get that picked up here and make our way back over to that grass field with the spreader and take care of fertilizing the grass field. So it is a very wide working width, which is great. So we are going to make quick work of getting this grass field fertilized. I think after we finish this, we will check to see if indeed we do have weeds that need to be taken care of in that field directly in front of us. Looked like it did on the mini-map, but we will jump out here and check for ourselves to see if it actually does need to be sprayed out with herbicide. So let's go ahead and finish that pass. We'll turn that off. Let's jump out here, and it does not say that it needs to be. Okay, so none here, but it does look like we've got weeds over here. So maybe I was looking at the wrong field, or maybe I was reading that map incorrectly, but we definitely do have some fields that need to be sprayed out. So let's go ahead and finish up this grass field here, getting that fertilized, and then we will sort out our weeds. There we go. Got that to its max width, and we will make quick work of fertilizing this grass field. Alright, and that will be this field fertilized at the end of this strip here. Actually not 100% sure if it worked by jumping into the map. it did not look like it changed the status of this field being fertilized. So you can see this lower half here still showing just one application of fertilizer, which isn't great. So don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's too far along in its growth to grab that second application of fertilizer, but maybe just the map needs some time to update. But we are going to go ahead and drop off this fertilizer spreader over here. And we are going to get turned around and go back and grab our sprayer and see if we have herbicide either in the sprayer or somewhere in one of our sheds, and begin to tackle the weeds there in that field. So, I believe it's on the other side here. These sheds are great that they were already a part of the farm, but at the same time, they are quite tough to see what is in each of them. And when you don't play every single day on this map, you tend to start forgetting what is on what field and what is in what shed. So we only have 8% of herbicide here, so I believe that means we're going to have to make our way up to the store. But before we do, let's go ahead, jump in here, pallets, and see. Oh, it says that we have one owned. So let's jump into our map here and see if we can actually find where that is. So let's head back, take a quick look, and see if we indeed have a pallet of herbicide somewhere. I don't see it in here, which means it's in here. No, not seeing it in here. They usually don't store anything in here. So yeah, not in there. Let's take one more look through here. Not there, not there, not there. That's lime. The only other place that it could be is around the back part of this shed here. So we'll take a peek around the back part of the shed here. None on this side. None on this side. And none on this backside. Alright, well, that means then that we need to get back into the John Deere and head on up to the store and get ourselves some herbicide. So I will see you up at the store. Alright, we are up at the store, and I had a thought on the way up here that we might actually have an herbicide IBC up here. It's saying that we owned one, we couldn't find it at the farm, and there it is. So we are going to go ahead and see how much of this pallet, and that's not what I wanted to do. We're going to go ahead and get filled back up and see exactly how much we have. Well, isn't that great? Got rid of one, now I have two. So let's see, can we find out? We have 400 liters in there, and we've got 101 liters in there. Alright, well, that's less than ideal, but we will make our way back to the farm and start to spray out all the weeds that we currently have in our fields that were planted a few episodes ago. So I will see you back at the farm. Alright, we are back to the farm. We are going to get into position here at the end of the field and start to get all of these weeds sprayed out. While we were driving back, we were having a look at the different sprayers that are available, and I think once we run out of herbicide here while doing this work, and have to make our way back up to the store to fill back up, we might look at purchasing a larger sprayer. Well, at least a larger capacity. I'm hoping all of them have the same working width, because you can see that this working width is just amazing. But we do want to have a larger tank. Our fields are larger, and all the fields on this map, so as we continue to grow, we are going to continue to be working in large fields, so we want to make sure that we have a large capacity for spraying out the weeds in our fields. So not only can we use this for our herbicide, we also could use it for our fertilizer if we wanted to, but that fertilizer spreader that we have has such a great working width on it. It holds a decent amount of fertilizer, but we usually are able to finish most of our fields with only a few refills of that spreader. So we definitely want to upgrade this piece of equipment if and when we can. So we are going to work our way through this field and get all of these weeds sprayed out. So I will see you either at the end of the field or when we run out of herbicide and are making our way back up to the store. Alright, we have made our way up to the store. As you can see, we are out of herbicide. We had both of the fields back to back that actually needed to be sprayed out, so I figured rather than doing one field at a time, we would do each of the fields together. So we only were able to do a few passes, which is again a reason that we want to get this sprayer repaired, repainted, and sold back. So there we go. We were able to bring in about 29,000. Let's jump into the menu here and check out what other sprayers we have available. So this had a 24 meter working width. This one's got up to 33, up to 33. It looks like this gives you about 500 more liters for a couple $1,000s. This gives you even more for a couple more. 43, 52. So we're going to go ahead and just buy the big one here. We're going to go ahead and upgrade to the 33. Actually, do we need that big of one? Yeah, let's go ahead and just go for it. So we've got the money. We'll go 33 meters. No license plate. We're going to go ahead and buy that. So that allows us 5,200 liters. I believe we've got 600 or so in the IBCs that are over there. So we will need to buy a couple extra. But in order to try to not overspend, let's go ahead and get connected, get filled up with exactly what we have. We'll do some math, see how much room we actually have left, and that is how many IBCs we will buy. So can we fit in between? Yes. All right. Let's go ahead and get filled up. There is one, there is two, 500. Okay, so that means we can buy about 4,700 more liters of herbicide. They are each 2,000, so we're just going to jump in here. Can you only buy one at a time? Yep, all right. All right, there are two. So we're going to go ahead and get filled up with these two IBCs here. So this should put us at about 2,500. So this one will put us, can we get close enough? Nope, we'll have to make another lap, which is fine. We actually need to get our truck taken back to the farm. And there we go. Nope. And we were there. Can we reverse it? There we go. All right. Let's get this second IBC filled up into the sprayer here, and then we are going to make our way back to the farm. So we will see you back at the farm when we are ready to go to continue with the spraying of the weeds on our two larger fields. All right, we are back at the farm with the mega sprayer, as I am going to call it. We're going to go ahead and start to get this bad boy unfolded and just see how large this working with is. Okay, so let's get zoomed out a little bit more. There we go. All right, so it is a tow behind, which means I'm going to have to work on navigating around the field like that, but we will figure that out. We're going to go ahead and just get to rocking and rolling and try to finish up these fields with what we have in this tank. I'm hoping it's going to be enough, but we are going to find out. So we're going to jump back into another time lapse, and I will see you when we finish up spraying out the entire fields here. Welcome back in. We are finishing up the last strip of the herbicide here, and boy am I glad that we bought this larger sprayer. You can see that we have used well over 2,000 liters of herbicide to get the field completely sprayed out, which would have been a lot of trips back and forth to the store with our old sprayer. But we have been able to make really quick work of the field here with this large sprayer. We have one little piece over here that we have missed that we are going to take care of, and then we're going to go ahead and get this brand new sprayer of ours put away. So we had a pretty productive May morning here. We were able to purchase a new piece of equipment. We were able to feed our cows with total mix rations, which is great, something that we haven't been able to do before, and then get these two fields completely sprayed out with this new sprayer. So we're going to go ahead and drop this off in the shed over here. We aren't going to be able to store it where we normally did with our old sprayer. But for the time being, we'll just get it dropped off right here. But what we are going to do before we end today's episode is we are going to get over here to our animal area, and we are going to bring some chickens onto the farm. We have been talking about them for quite some time now, and I think today is the day that we actually want to go ahead and get some chickens onto the farm. So I think what we will do is jump in here, animals, chickens. Let's see, that one holds 300, 800, 400, 360. Let's see which one looks like it matches the best. We'll go ahead and go with this one here. So we want to leave some space as we are coming in and out of the cow farm here. But what if we were able to put it somewhere that is near it, but not going to cause any issues? So maybe we just go down here. We don't want to take up too much grass. All right, that is a brand new chicken coop onto the farm. So here we go. We've got chickens officially on the farm. So we went ahead and got that placed right next to our cow farm, which is going to leave space for us to be able to still drive at the front over here along the back side, and still is going to give us the opportunity to pull in here to get these chickens fed. But for now, what we want to do is get in here. We can put 800 chickens in here. So let's go ahead and buy 60 at a time. So there's 60. We want to buy 60 more. 120. Let's buy 300. Actually, how much money do we have? We have 52,000 left. So we'll start there. We'll start with 180 chickens. So there we go. As the rain starts to fall, we officially have chickens on the farm. So what a great day. What a great early May for us to progress here. This is great, and we've been able to knock out a lot of things right before the rain started. So great to see more animals on the farm. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time on our Michigan farm.